Hey everyone! After all those ceiling fan videos, I figured I'd balance it out with a smoke detector demonstration video. Not an unboxing video, because I've actually had this smoke detector for over a year now. I think about 2 years now, actually. So this here is the American Sensors SA388. It was made by Dicon. I think that Dicon also had these, and I think they were actually just the 388 for Dicon. So, I actually have two of these. I have one right here as well. But this one, you'll see why I'm focusing more on this one in a minute. So I actually got both of these in a lot along with this detector right here, the Early Guard Square D Early Guard EGD5B, the battery-powered version of the EGD5S, which of course I have a video on that one that I made, like I said, about 2 years ago when I got that one. So I've had these ones for the same amount of time that I've had that one. So, first of all, you can see that the design looks a lot like their hardwired units that they had, except it's a lot bigger. The hardwired series, like I think it was like the 330, and those models were a lot smaller. They were also a lot taller as well. So these were more, it's like they squashed the hardwired version down. It's pretty cool. So then they also had a model with an escape light in the middle, and Nathaniel had one of those, but the plastic on these apparently becomes really brittle over age, and if they've been left in like the sunlight for too long, it can crack, and apparently all the vents on his broke off, so that was very sad. Um, but yeah, the escape light model was, I think, 350. I'm not exactly sure if that's correct. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But yeah, so I'll show you the inside now, and it opens right here. There's a little arrow on the side. And as you can see, this is a photoelectric model. So it's got a hinged cover, a lot like the 90s first alerts. So as you can see, photoelectric sensor right there. Test button is right on the back there. LED indicator is directly soldered directly onto the PCB, and there isn't any sort of lens on the cover or anything, so you just are supposed to just see it through the vents, which is kind of weird. But Dicon did that for their hardwired units as well. They just had a constant, steady burning red LED shining through the vents. You just saw it flash there as well. And then your horn right there is the same type of horn that they used in, I think, most of their units, with the step up here around the output hole. And now this one has a battery, or a cover latch system, a cover locking system. So if you have no battery in it, the cover will not close because of this little piece right here. And when you remove the battery, this piece springs all the way down, which prevents this cover catch from catching, or from closing and locking down on that tab right there. So as a result, the cover will not close if there is no battery present. So take a look at some of these labels. Oh, I just accidentally pulled this label off. That's okay, I'll just glue it on later. But this is the warning label for... Actually, no, that is the information label. See if there's like a date code on there or anything. So American Sensors Incorporated, assembled in Canada. These are actually a lot more common in Canada than they are in the States. This one came from a seller in the States, though, so these evidently were sold in the States. But in Canada, I think they are more commonly seen branded as Dicon. So that is the other tag there. Return to American Sensors Electronics Incorporated in Toronto, Ontario. And then this other tag here. Warning, detectors non-operational if battery is removed. And it's covering plastic, like labeling molded into the cover. So although it says that the top detector is non-operational, so maybe it's just this covering the same thing. Interesting. Do not paint. Okay. So now this other one here that I have here probably came out of the same place as this one. As these are both used evidently because of their got screw hole markings there, and they're all yellowed. So this label fell off. I'm gonna just remove it. This one here, actually, the cover doesn't stay on it, and that's because if you'll notice right here, those little tabs that hold the hinges on are broken off on here. Now I think I have one of them. Yeah, I have one of them right here. Or maybe that's a piece of the battery thing, because the thing for the battery is also broken off, that thing. The thing that prevents the cover from closing if the battery is removed. But that's not a really big deal compared to the actual cover hinges. Yeah, this is one of the hinges. So if I could glue that back on, I could potentially get it to stay on, but it's only one of them. So I don't know. But this is essentially the exact same thing as the other one. As you can see, it's the same exact circuitry, same exact sensor and horn. So, yeah. So I'm going to close this one down now, and I'm going to give this one a test. Oh, this one has a broken cover clip. I didn't even realize it does have one broken cover clip, but that's okay. The other one's still there and still works. Okay, so we're going to test this one now. Maybe. It just flashed twice. Did the battery come disconnected? Oh, the battery's still in there. It was working earlier before the video. Huh. I didn't have to hold it down for very long. There we go. Okay. So it sounds in a very slow 5/6 pulse. I think almost sounds like the exact same pulse pattern as like the Black & Decker, actually. It's like almost the same, but it's very high pitched. So, yeah, test it again if I can get it to go off this time. I guess not. You gotta push hard to get this thing to go off. And you can see the LED flashing with the pulse pattern. You gotta push really hard to get that thing to go off. I guess it doesn't help that I'm on a mattress here. So I'm going to take the cover, or open the cover, and test it without the cover on, because then I can probably push on it better. So here we go. Okay, I don't know why it's like interrupting itself like that, but you heard it going off normally before the first time. So yeah, that's that one. I'm gonna go put a battery in this one, and I'm gonna test that one for you. Okay, I'm gonna hope that I can get this one to go off. I saw the LED flashing, so I know it's working. Huh. Didn't see the LED. Well, this one's higher pitched, slightly higher pitched. Let's test it without the cover. That LED works. I don't know why I couldn't see it. Maybe it was like lined up with the... Huh, weird. But yeah, this one works as well. Its sensor is a little bit cleaner than that one. Yeah, now you can see that battery preventer thing in action there. It sprung back and it's preventing me from closing the cover. So, yeah, I think that's about it for this video. So that is the American Sensors SA388 made by Dicon. So thank you for watching, and more to come. Listen to what happens after you take the battery out and push the button. Just thought that was funny. Funny little extra. Alright, bye guys.